Morning. This is Simbaba reporting live from the forest. So I'm sitting here at the Bay Area Monastery, which is my Sangha's monastery in the mountains in Santa Cruz. Behind me, we have giant redwood trees. And just starting to creep in, we have the morning sun filtering into our meditation hall. This is probably my favorite time in the monastery. The air is crisp. It's just entering spring. It's about 8 in the morning. And there's a radiant stillness that ricochets through the forest that I wanted to invite you here today to enjoy together. So to start, we're just going to sit in silence for about a minute and bring your focus to the heart. And I want to invite you to feel the place that I'm sitting in right now through this video. Let's begin. Very nice. You're lucky you heard there's an owl that just started hooting outside. Very forest chic. So I wanted to sit here with you this morning to do a meditation, do a 3-song morning meditation. And I call this a morning coffee meditation. So the first song, where we'll bring our focus to the navel, we'll start very light. We'll kind of match the energy of this place. This will be a song from the City of Lights album called Light on the Seine. And it's intended to transmit the dimensions of Paris, walking around in the morning along the Seine River, which is the primary energy line in the city. So we'll start with these beautiful morning energy dimensions on the navel. And then for the second song, we'll bring our focus to the heart. And for that, we will listen to a song called Atlantean from the Diving to Enlightenment album. And this song is a morning coffee song. There's a oomph. The song packs a punch, you could say. And there's a lot more busy guitar work on this. Beautiful guitar work by Bodhi on this song. Actually, all 3 songs. So for the heart, we'll expand into those dimensions of the heart. We'll use the electric guitar to give our morning meditation some electricity. And then for the third song, we'll move our attention to the third eye. We'll listen to a song from the India Dream album called Ramana Maharshi. This is inspired by the saint, Ramana Maharshi, and is also inspired by an experience traveling to India to Ramana Maharshi's ashram in Tiruvannamalai and sitting along the slopes of the Arunachala mountain where Ramana Maharshi used to meditate. So we'll enjoy these 3 songs, one on the navel, one on the heart, one on the third eye. We're going to do a closed eye meditation. As you bring your focus to each chakra, your attention starts to drift with a thought. It's okay. We just let it go. We're just training ourselves to bring our focus back to the chakra. With that single pointed focus on the chakra, it becomes easier to drop from one thought to no thoughts. So nothing that we need to think about consciously, but just we're training ourselves to guide our attention and hold our attention on the chakra. And it's important that we want to hit the right balance. We're not over-focusing and really straining ourselves, but we're also not so chill that we go to sleep. There's a razor's edge right in the middle where we're alert, but we're also very relaxed. So with that intention in mind, sit up nice and straight. We'll start by bringing our focus to the navel, and let's begin. bring the focus to the heart. Bring the focus to the third eye. And just continue to sit in silence for another minute or so. Keep the focus on the third eye. Just enjoy this morning dimensions together. Very nice. Thank you so much for joining me for morning meditation, and have a wonderful rest of your day.